Happy holidays from all of us at
The
Channel
fight
2.
to save the 90-cent fare tomorrow.
Test.
What is a Christmas?
We now return to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer after these messages.
Worlds of wonder.
It's a world of celebration, joyful Yuletide expectation, where peace and love are felt throughout the land.
Frosty the Snowman. Sponsored by...
Here's Ronald McDonald.
It's a good time for fun with McNuggets.
Wednesday, it's two best-loved holiday classics.
Good grief.
Wake up, toys, or you're gonna miss Christmas Eve with the...
Here comes Ronald with a special surprise.
It's perhaps the greatest discovery of the 25th century.
Mmm, delicious. Hey, how about them apples?
It's one of the greatest casts ever assembled.
Testing. 4, 5, 6.
And those just went to Flash. No wonder it's such a great Christmas gift.
Hello out there. Welcome all.
What a beautiful Christmas this is going to be.
Energize me.
Holiday greetings, Free.
Why don't you call me Aunt Mary? Winter wind whipping through my hair.
Of course, it's the holiday season.
Nuggets.
Once again, in the Garbage Pail Flix podcast is still here, freezing balls out here in Chicagoland. And this is just a lump of retro gold in your stocking.
Toys run on imagination.
Thought I was gonna say coal. Oh no. Oh no. Ho. Since I've been creating some VHS mixes of sorts this past few months, I have a gift for everybody, and there is a show near and dear to my heart that I'd like to cover once again.
We will return to Frosty the Snowman after these messages.
Get into the spirit of Christmas with Timmy and Lassie.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Every day next week on the Lassie Christmas specials on Nickelodeon.
It is the holidays. Join me in ultra rare GPF watch along, an ultra rare Nickelodeon 80s classic. You Can't Do That on Television, or YCD TOTV, which aired in 1984, this particular Christmas special of You Can't Do That. I did cover the original series a little bit, touched upon it in a past episode. You can go back and listen to that if you like. If you are hip to the YCD TOTV, to summarize, it's a Canadian gem of a show that ran on Nickelodeon back in the days when Nickelodeon first hit the cable channel airwaves, 1979-ish, circa 1979. If not one of the first Nick programs next to Turkey Television. Special Delivery and early Double Dare.
You're watching Nickelodeon. Special Delivery on Nickelodeon. Weekdays at 5:30 on Nickelodeon's Double Dare.
A few shows that was on Nickelodeon when it started. All live actors, sketch-based comedy, and theme-based episodes. It was all geared towards the kids of the 80s and ran from 1979 to 1990. Very long-running show. Very difficult to find these episodes, so I appreciate the finding this. Since I came across this You Can't Do That on Television Christmas special, let's just dive right into this, right into the garbage pail.
When does this innocent pile of Jell-O become a grown throat?
Nickelodeon, your TV network. Nickelodeon, the place for kids.
And now, our feature presentation.
Here we go, the holiday special You Can't Do That on Television. 1984. Classic start, the parody or mashup. That was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer joins the A-Team. Crossover of the century. And we go right into Les Lye is the main guy of the show, one of the main characters besides the mother. Some name slips my mind, but Les Lye is plays 20 characters in this show, and he's explaining to his daughter the schematics or how Santa gets to every house, how he travels. They're arguing it. He's kind of I want to say a drunken dad. It's he's kind of schlubbish and just I mean, all Leslie's characters were like that. Let's see how many times Leslie, how many different characters he plays just in this Christmas episode alone. Just in this Christmas episode. Let's see how many he plays.
Because he picks them up all along the way. It is a lot of work. And you know you can help Santa cut his work. Go without presents this year.
This show's always been kind of edgy, I guess you could say. It's you know, I guess to today's standards it'd be very edgy. And the classic intro. This song just gets stuck in your head. Don't try to get this song not stuck in your head. But you can't do that on television intro. Starring Leslie, if he has. I mean, Leslie, he stayed the whole 10 years of this show's airing, from the beginning to the end. He probably did a lot of the writing, too, if it wasn't just improvised. Leslie, man. He's a national treasure. Canadian treasure. Okay, so we go to the intro. The first skit is a dungeon with a kid on a cross with a tree, a Christmas tree. Just yikes. And the kid's dressed up like an angel, hanging from a dungeon with shackles, and he's got an eye patch, Leslie, and he's like some kind of dictator. There's your one character. Two on the dad. Two characters. And the main stage, we got Alistair, Vanessa, Lisa, Moose doing the intro, of course, and Ross, number 3 of Leslie's characters. 3, Ross, the TV's producer, I guess you could say, and the one who oversees all the kids.
They're shoving, they're pushing commercialism everywhere.
And he's complaining about the commercialism of Christmas.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was in this one store and there was a sign. 10 Santas, no wait.
So like I said, it's edgy. It's like, they tackle a lot of issues. I mean, there was a lot of different titles to these shows. Like drugs was a title, and, families. There was one called Adoption that was real controversial. The adoption episode of You Can't Do That on Television. Like I said, just a skit show for kids. SNL think, or, Living Color, Canadian style with kids for Nickelodeon audience of the 1980s.
Really impressed, Ross. I didn't know you read Dickens.
Read? What are you talking about? I've seen a movie.
Ross has to come in and just fuck with their day all the time. Like, what are we doing on the show today, Ross? Oh, I'm fucking your day up. That's what I'm doing. So that was 3. This is 4. We got the bus driver, like the army sergeant. I think his name is Snake Eyes or something. He's got the aviators and the sergeant hat on, and he's driving a bus with kids. So that was 4, actually. We got the dad, and the dad's back in this skit. Kind of like a Christmas Story reference. Alistair's wearing a footy pajamas, not the bunny suit, but it is pink, and he does have the footy slippers. And his mom is basically laying it on, but
Only as long as Auntie M is staying.
see, only when Auntie M leaves, he can take it off. Kind of like in Christmas Story, which this was the same year basically as Christmas Story came out. So why not make a reference to it that everyone probably knew from seeing the movie that year? The teacher. Here we go. Leslie is the teacher. Number 5.
Christmas tree, that's all.
You mean that's one of those tree farms?
Well, not exactly. You know those great big pine trees in front of
They're all in detention, and yeah, this is one of the other scenes or clips that they go into is the detention scene. There's like a kid hanging from the wall with shackles.
No, I saved one. Great big
It was a different time, It's yeah. That's probably why they don't air this. I think Paramount has it up, but other than that, pretty hard to find this show. It's great. Fucking great. Happy frickin' Christmas. And here we go into the next skit where Alistair The infamous Alistair is on stage and he's standing under a mistletoe, waiting for kisses, trying to get all the girls to kiss him in his crew. Why not? Because he's probably like 13 or so here, and yeah, why not? Well, let's push the old hormone, horny teen. Bless just Canada, love Canada. Oh, Canada. And there's the executioner guy again. This time he's the executioner, actually. This is different from the dungeon master. This kid is like dressed as Santa Claus, this kid, and he's really young. He's probably the youngest one of the whole crew. And they always trick the guy into not assassinating them. That's the whole shtick. So this would be 6? Because this guy's different than the dungeon. He's the executioner. Some type of a dictator. He always says to his amigos to fire on the kid. And they were going to shoot the kid, then they cut to Leslie's 7th character, the coach, the schlubby coach, like the Bad News Bears coach. Team Orange. Ah, see, Orange, Nickelodeon, get it? Okay, so they're back on the stage. All the all the girls here. It looks like the 3 girls: Vanessa, Lisa, and Moose. Wait, it's just Moose is a girl, by the way, a female Moose. Awesome. And they're wrapping presents, and yeah. Okay, back into the house with the mom and dad, and the kid looks like he's looking all over the house. Looks like he's looking for Christmas presents.
It's driving Dougie crazy. He can't find his Christmas presents anywhere.
Where did you hide them?
Oh, I found a place he hasn't looked in years. Under his bed. Okay, it has 11 letters. It begins with S. And wait a minute, Alistair. What are you doing?
Little toe-headed little dude.
Your assignment is to give me a review of a Christmas Carol. Well, that's right. And Silent Night's my favorite Christmas Carol.
Now I think we're on number 8. Are we on? Leslie's characters. The other teacher. He's a different teacher, not the detention teacher. He's a different teacher with a bow tie, a plaid suit, looking very Christmassy and festive right here. You know, my favorite Leslie character has got to be, and a lot of others, is Barth. Barth ran the restaurant, the burger restaurant, Barth's Burgers, Barthy Burgers. And yeah, I hope he comes up. He's got to be on here. Back in the main stage for the introduction of the Opposites, which is like basically Opposite Day, the originator of Opposite Day, the introduction to the Opposites. And this whole thing is everything is different from, what it is. Carolers, Dad at the door. Okay, here's the carolers. Dad's complaining about what they're singing because they're singing Silent Night. He wants something better, something different. And since it's 1984, they break out into "We're Not Gonna Take It" by Twisted Sister. And Dad starts dancing. That's the introduction to the Opposites. Everything is everything is backwards. See? You see? Everything's backwards, you see? Back to Snake Eyes, the bus driver. Bus broke down.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to drive you to school. You'll just have to take the rest of the day off.
Well, maybe we can walk. It's not that far. Yeah, it's only about 10 miles.
Bus breaks down. They're talking about walking in the cold. Opposite. See, why would you want to do that? But, opposite, so. And the sergeant bus driver is just giving them presents as they get off the bus. Alistair back on the main stage with the mistletoe. Still trying to slip some tongue to one of these young girls for... Yeah. Jeez. Jeez, Canada, I tell you. 1984.
Chances are you. No.
He's taking it to major extremes to get a kiss. He's got a helmet with a bush on it so he can hide in the bushes. Real creepy. Totally creeptastic. So we're back in the locker room. Okay, we're in a locker room with these two kids in the football team talking about Secret Santa gifts. Secret Santa gifts in the locker room, yeah. And the coach, the orange team coach. You can't do that on television. Sprawled across the lockers. Classic fashion with the multicolored rainbow lockers. Back to a classroom. The teacher from before teaching people about Santa, teaching the kids about Santa Claus, of course.
To the enrichment of our Yuletide celebrations. Vanessa. The Far East. The Far East? What do they give us? No. I think you're right, Vanessa.
A little bit of a off-color joke about that we got traditionals from different places, and everything comes up from the Far East. We have to thank the Far East because of the presents that the Far East gives us, because everything was made in the Far East. All the toys have Korea, Hong Kong on them. Yeah. Doesn't age well, but what are you going to do? It's funny and entertaining if you have a sense of humor still. Green slime. Lisa said she don't know.
Lisa, this is a season of wishes come true. Slime to the world.
Slime to the world. And a break. Too bad there's no commercials. That kills that there's no commercials. Back to the living room. Dad, the schlubby, drunken dad, is just upset about something that he can't put together. I don't even know what it looks like. It looks like a giant clear Atari. I don't know.
Well, maybe you're having trouble.
We're still on number 8 for Less Lie. 8 different characters. We're about halfway through, I think. 8 different characters. This guy is a legend. Legend of improv. An improv legend. Less Lie. So the kids are getting screwed out of their Christmas bonuses. Why are they working at a television studio at 14 years old or whatever they are? I don't even know. 12 years old. Some of them are like 8. So yeah, the guy Ross, the producer, is holding out on them on a Christmas bonus. I'm sure we can all relate on that. And back to a dungeon where a child is trying to escape, it looks like. And he gets caught by the dictator that is holding him hostage in the dungeon, in the hostel. And maybe it's still the introduction to the opposites, because he's trying to... he's actually not trying to escape. He's going to hide a Christmas present, or he says he's going to hide it, so maybe it's just a ruse. A Canadian ruse. If anybody knows the name of the executioner, the one with the eye patch, please comment. Back to the stage, and there's mistletoes hanging everywhere because Alistair's trying to give him a hot kiss for Christmas.
Let me put it this way. Ross is so cheap, he waits till December 26th to buy a Christmas tree just to save $3. No, he makes the Grinch that stole Christmas.
They're making Grinch references about Ross, how he's a Grinch, that he's not giving them bonuses or gifts, and then here comes Alistair. He says bonsai as he jumps out and tries to kiss the girls. assault. Alistair the assaultist. The locker jokes, which they're axing in this episode. There's no locker jokes, just them singing, and yeah, like, ha, you got rickrolled on no locker jokes. Back to the family dinner. Gonna bust out the turkey, and they have a real turkey. Now, this is the perfect segue for me to talk about Turkey TV, which was kind of a predecessor to You Can't Do That on Television, or it ran around the same time, and it had a lot of the same actors as in You Can't Do That on Television. Moose and Les Sly, I think, was on Turkey Television as well. And the mother, whoever played the mother, please someone tell me who played the mother, because I forget that too. If I looked it up, I could probably find out, but watch-alongs are kind of crazy, especially for a show like this, kind of cut. Very fast cuts, fast skits. The skits are only like a minute, not even a minute sometimes, like 30-second skits. Yeah, talking about the Secret Santa, then we jump into another thing where they're on the porch as carolers, but they're trick-or-treating carolers, or they're trying to trick-or-treat, you know.
You had to cut down your own tree and bring it home. You had to make your own wreath and hang it on the door. You were making homemade decorations.
And Dad, Lisa, and Mom are talking about the old days compared to the new days of Christmas traditions.
Things must have been tough on you too. I mean, you had to make cookies and cakes and gingerbread.
And how times have changed, and you know.
Yeah, but times certainly have changed, haven't they? I mean, now we have fake, perfectly shaped.
We have fake trees now. You don't have to cut down a tree. And yeah.
We have our own fake Yule logs that we put in our fake fireplace. And then we throw our turkey TV dinners in the microwave.
Turkey TV dinner. There you go. Turkey TV dinner. You think that was a little reference to Turkey TV, maybe? And now the Snake Eyes, the bus driver's back, and he's singing, and he's very happy, as opposed to being very surly and yelling at the kids and almost killing them in the bus, which I remember is an ongoing joke that Snake Eyes drives off a cliff all the time. He might do it right here, for all I know. But yeah, child slaughter, torture. Yeah, that's why You Can't Do That on Television is lost, I guess. I'm guessing. They're having a Christmas party, and Ross is like, what the hell are you doing? Ain't no parties going on here. Because he don't want to waste money on a Christmas party. Like any corporate boss doesn't want to waste money on a Christmas party or a Christmas bonus, so they just shit on everybody. Oh, Ross, we love you. He had a change of heart, and he's talking about giving them some kind of Christmas party. So we'll see after these messages how this pans out. And now we are on Les Sly's 9th character, the Blips Arcade proprietor.
Same as every year, I phone down to the bank, and they let me spend a few days in the vault. That's where I count my money.
Count his money. I love this. This is one of my favorite characters he does. Blips Arcade. He's just a greedy arcade guy with all the money and all the coins in his belt. And we got Alistair hanging from the shackles in the dungeon. Skeleton next to him. And he's singing a Christmas carol, and the prison guard or the torture man here, he got Alistair a ski set. I'll take this opportunity so I don't come off like a total dick in this watch along. Abby Haggard? Abby Haggard was the mom. Valerie was her proper name. And Moose is Christine Moose. So now we're into a skit about Christmas shopping, and they're all dressed up in like football pads and baseball bats, and they're gonna go out to the mall. And Dad comes in bleeding with gifts from Christmas shopping right after the kids go out with their pads and protective gear on. Back on the main stage again. The back of the does anybody ever remember? You Can't Do It on Television. The main stage looked like like they were inside a golf ball, right? Like a big golf ball they were inside or something. I don't know. There's a weird background, like lights, bubble lights, and yeah, like they were inside some kind of golf dome. And they tied up Alistair and put a bow on his mouth so he couldn't try to kiss any more girls and assault them. And Alistair for Christmas gets to pay his union dues. Thanks, Ross. He got his in the end for being a perv and trying to kiss every girl multiple times for the tradition of the mistletoe. And now we have a domestic dispute between mom and the drunken dad, where they're passively aggressively arguing while tucking in their daughter.
And guess what? Mrs. Claus is going on a trip to the North Pole.
Bang zoom.
Tails.
Right, Vanessa. The diet yogurt is in the fridge.
Oh yeah, and Vanessa, it's right beside a 6-pack of beer.
See, 6-pack of beer. Now we're confirmed that he is a lush. There's no doubt now. Les Lie's, what is this, 9th or 10th character? Right here is the Doctor. The Doctor that smokes a cigar and kind of resembles Groucho Marx. pretty rad.
Gotta get these bills out before they get lost in the Christmas rush.
Talking about a doctor, he's going to send out all these bills to people.
You will be once you've licked all these envelopes. Now get to it. We gotta beat that Christmas rush.
And again, thank you to Bubba JoJo's Video Vault for re-uploading this video. Talking about the Ross with the Secret Santa again. And Ross is stuck in a chimney. There's a chimney on the set, and Ross is stuck in it because he was going to try to surprise the kids, do something nice, and he got stuck in the makeshift chimney. The original looks like the television network originally uploaded this, and they have since been defunct. I believe the creator, or someone who has something to do with the creator of this, uploaded this originally, and it was either taken down or they took it down. So thank you for the re-upload, whoever re-uploaded this episode, so I can review it this Christmas, this holidays season, with 9 to 10... Wait a minute, it's the end and there was no Barth. No Barth's Burgers in the Christmas episode. That's kind of odd. That is really weird. Filmed in Ottawa, Canada. Thank you, Ottawa, Canada, but I am kind of baffled that there's no Barth in this episode. The Christmas episode, no Barth's Burgers. But we do get the announcer, so he is what, 10 or 11? Even so, 10. 10 characters in one show for Les Lie. Knocking it out of the park. And we wrap up the show with Alistair getting his kisses from all of his female co-workers. Christmas comes once a year, Alistair. The little goofy girl with the glasses informs him, don't get used to it, because Christmas only comes once a year, and that's how we're going to end this. Wrap up this episode. Ha, get it? Wrap up this episode. Yeah. Merry Xmas. Happy New Year. We have more stuff coming in 2022 for the GPF podcast show. I thought about ending this podcast, but I want to thank everybody who listens. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening. And I will continue in 2022 doing probably more stuff like this. Garbage Pail Flix. And I will find Space Cats episodes and the elusive Wolf Rock TV Lost Saturday Morning cartoon as my mission for 2022, 23, and 24. Be covering maybe some episodes of USA Up All Night, those classic episodes that everyone loves for January, maybe a topic for January, February. And of course, tune in next year for the Garbage Pail Flix 2022 Christmas special, where I cover another version, the other version of Ernest Saves Christmas without Ernest. Tune in and trash out. Tune in and trash out. End transmission.
Stay tuned after the feature for a very special message.
I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus.
Coming next on Nickelodeon, it's the Bad News Bears.
How do McNuggets visit outer space?
A Charlie Brown Christmas, sponsored by Almost Home Cookies.
This is a big tree. Remember where you buried my baseball? Baseball? That's what I thought. You're too young to remember. This is a bluebird. Don't you think it's the best house you've ever seen? Oh, thank you.
Holiday treats for you, the mating season.
Yes, again, kid. Let's get out of here.
How many toys could you grab in 5 minutes?
Double your pleasure.
Extra big, extra thick, extra...
Tonight's one long night. I need the Energizer, too.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas will begin after these messages.
Can 6 orphans and a beautiful woman help Kenny Rogers out of the pit and over the finish line before his competition puts him out of the running 6-pack? Next.
The mating season. The Nutcracker.
Friday, 4 country music legends. Johnny Cash welcomes Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, and Chris Christopherson for a musical holiday event. Johnny Cash, Christmas on the Road.
Burt Reynolds and Clint Eastwood together at 11.
And now, these messages.
You've heard the songs. You've thrilled to his performances. Now get up and dance with Barry Manilow.
Big thing, honeycomb, big thing. It's such a great Christmas gift.
Coming next on Nickelodeon. Wow! It's Mr. Wizard's World.
Sure, but I'm not back by 10. Call my mother. I'll never get out.
You were good. Pop in the mouth.
When the Grinch pinched Santa's biggest day, how the Grinch stole Christmas. And the Man of Ice who will melt your heart, Frosty the Snowman. 2 Christmas classics Saturday.
Saturday's the place over at Pryor's Place.
I think you're gonna like this one a lot.
Come on with me. Join guest star Henry Winkler.
I see your name. Your name is...
I see a mustache.
We will return to Frosty the Snowman after these messages.
You've always been heard, but now you can be seen. Introducing the PXL 2000 camcorder. With the same audio cassette that makes your music.
It makes videos. Sight and sound at a price that's easy to have.
Just shoot and play back on the PXL 2000 TV. The PXL 2000 video system. Now you can be seen and heard.
Wowzers!
You can say that again.
Wowzers! Comes with all the nice things you see here.
From abused peasant girl to notorious plaything of the rich. Queen plots her revenge in an exciting hour-long holiday special, A Snow White Christmas.
We will return to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer after these messages.
Come on, everyone, it's time. Hello, I'm Orville Redenbacher. This is my favorite time of the year, when we Redenbachers get together to share the best of the season.
Everyone loves to see a twirl in the swivel.
Rock and rollers. Return to 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. After these
When you need a little lift, but you just can't take a break.
The place to find a KB Toy Store is at your local shopping mall, where you'll find great toys, like the Atari video game systems that are bringing the fun of video games back with super new games.
We're gonna find KB.
And now, how the Grinch stole Christmas.
Toys R Us, kid.
There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
They've got the best for so much less. You really flip your leg from bike to train. Video games. It's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz.
I don't want to grow up, 'cause baby, if I did.
More dolls, more toys, oh boy! I want to be a Toys R Us
We're Transporter. You can build this transport pretending you're on Mars.
Merry Christmas, one and all, from Timex.
For $19.95 plus shipping to Flexiblocks, P.O. Box 1280, Scarsdale, New York. Or call 1-800-253-4000. No CODs accepted. Order right now.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Luscious ladles of milk.
Oh, of course, my dear.
Smelled great.
With meatballs? Without meatballs? Or chicken flavor?
Too gross. You two want to take a horsey ride?
Happy holidays!
Mother, I'm home.
Most good things don't happen very often.
Coming next on Nickelodeon, it's The Monkeys.
You're watching Nickelodeon. Now back to Out of Control.
It's Santa Bear, Miss Bear, and their airplane. You could win all three.
In a Tiggerific classic about a cat who can't keep his feet on the ground.
That's what Tiggers do best. The Mysterious Cities of Gold. We'll be back after these messages.
It's Germans.
In the middle of a war zone, the worst thing you can be is a kid.
Get ready for Turkey Television. It's next on Nickelodeon. Double Dare will be back after these messages.
Snow Treasure, this Sunday at 2, 1 Central. A special delivery from Nickelodeon.
Hey, amigos, my little chili pepper. Do you want to get a preview look at a funny movie? Get a sneak peek at Three Amigos, starring Chevy Chase and Steve Martin on Rated K, Nick's new movie review show this Kids Only weekend. Straight ahead now is a monkey mayor. Holy cow! Sounds a little cuckoo to me.
Coming up next, Double Dare.
I wanna pop in my mouth.
Oh, Pac-Man, I'm beat!
Nickelodeon presents the Double Dare Book of Riddles.
Rider ready. You asked for it, you got it. Every Sunday, Nickelodeon's got even more Double Dare. The new super sloppy Double Dare. Every Sunday at 10, 9 Central on Nickelodeon. The network that's got what you want. Nickelodeon.
You're watching Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon has agreed to air this opposing viewpoint.
The first kids network. Network. Not a bad idea. A net to catch kids in when they cut across my yard. It would make my work a lot easier. Oh, and this was new.
Knock, knock.
I hear a knock upon yon door.
No, it's a joke. You know, knock, knock.
Wait a minute.
No, guys, you're supposed to say, who's there?
The monkey.
Hello. Thanks, lady. It's those 4 swinging, drum-pounding, guitar-wailing, rock and rollers, the Monkeys. And they've moved to a new time, 4:30, 3:30 Central weekdays, only on Nickelodeon. And now, what you've all been waiting for once-a-year parade of cows. But Nickelodeon's there every day.
Oh boy, what a great news! Sounds like wonderful. Neo! Pretty wicked!
Oh, thank goodness for that. Sounds like a lot of fun. Look, don't go on about it.
Nickelodeon, where good things happen every day.
Kids Only Weekend continues. Are you ready for a dare?
I'll take two.
Then take Double Dare on the air straight ahead right here. And hey, have you plugged into Nick's game shows galore? Back to back, the messiest and the trashiest. Double Dare, followed by Finders Keepers. Game shows galore every weekday after school.
That's cool.
In the interest of equal time, Nickelodeon presents the following opposing viewpoints.
Some people say I hate Nickelodeon and everything on it. That's not true. I love to see those kids get slimed on that You Can't show. Why they don't slime them all the time, I don't know.
Sega challenges you with the ultimate video game, the Sega Master System.
Hang on.
With more accurate control, more detailed graphics, more levels of play.
Awesome.
The Sega Master System comes with power-based 2 control pads, light phaser, and 2 great video games, Hang On and Safari Hunt.
Gotcha.
And with other games like Rambo, Outrun, and Choplifter, the excitement never stops. The Sega Master System. The challenge will always be there.
Good friend, class clown. She's different things to a lot of people. Introducing Janet.
You're watching Nickelodeon. Now, back to Lassie, Finders Keepers on Nickelodeon. The Monkeys will be back after these messages. You're watching Nickelodeon. Now, back to the Monkey. What would it be? Here it is, guys. Chunk rock.
Nickelodeon presents Great Moments in Chaos. April 15th, 1897.